frequently referred to as the Web 2.0 trend. The way to think about Web 2.0 is what happens when every person has an identity online and is a participant, either in terms of sharing or publishing, and what are the applications that come out of that. And there's a variety of applications. There's at least 3 different areas that are particularly interesting, kind of social, media, and professional. Social is things like, for example, sharing photographs or other things with a small group of people, usually friends, family, some kind of trust group. Media is publishing to the world, where essentially everyone is, the phrase is, everyone's a journalist, everyone's a magazine, those sorts of things is a way of establishing a kind of a global channel. And then professional is finding expertise and information in order to solve professional tasks. And what the themes are that the folks generating social sites talk about is, how do you get kind of robust connections between people? How do you get transparency of information and the people in order to be able to solve these kinds of applications, whether it's sharing or gaming or finding talent or expertise? And then how do you facilitate that in a way that essentially causes the entire system to be much more informationally efficient? And it's the ability for everyone to be expressing their identity and to be publishing that allows for a very robust and rich information source to be generated. And what you use on these kind of friends lists or following lists or other kinds of things is a way of configuring your own particular part of the space, because obviously when you have millions to hundreds of millions of people participating in publishing, even if you wanted to try to read everything, you wouldn't manage to do it. And so when you think about these questions in terms of what are the implications and whatnot, I'll say a few things that I've been saying over the years, because I think that might be particularly useful for this audience. I actually don't think that there's much in the way of risks. One of the things I said a couple years ago in a magazine conference was that all of the concerns about privacy, Mike actually asked me about this a couple weeks ago, all these concerns about privacy tend to be old people issues. If you actually look at most young people using Facebook, etc., they put their cell phones on their profile. There's maybe a little less these days. But really what that more substantively is a question of that the value of being connected and transparent is so high that the road bumps of kind of privacy issues are much lower in actual experience than people's fears. And that's the reason why it kind of trends that way. And so when we consider these questions, the thing that we should be thinking about is, how do we use the fact that everyone's present, that you have information and transparency, and how do you get a lot of benefit out of that with essentially de minimis risk? And I think that would be a good frame, and with that I'll sit down and pass the mic.
All right.